Welcome to Lacrosse All-Stars coverage of the 2018 World Lacrosse Championships. I'm Josh Hawkins, and I'm going to take you through our show tonight called Last Words and a preview of the Israel game coming up here against Australia on Field 1 at Wingate. This is an amazing atmosphere right now, so stick around. Come down to Field 1. If you're at the bar tents or the vendor village, come out to Wingate 1 and support Israel, Australia. Amazing game coming up in a few minutes here, so I'll be here. We're going to walk you through our show of the day, and we'll be right back. Thank you. All right, so we're here with a special guest. We have a lot of Israeli players, youth, part of the youth development, hanging around the fields. And what are you guys doing? Picking up balls and organizing the sidelines?
Yeah, we're ball boys. We organize, and we organize everything.
Yeah. So how have you enjoyed the games from like right on top of the field? I mean, you're right there in the action. You're right there in the action. How does that feel?
Yeah, and
Now we got the mic working here. Oh. Got to do both at the same time here.
He's gonna hold that mic to you and pass it back and forth.
That mic's not going.
Okay.
There you go.
Your job.
Take your helmet off too.
Yeah, take that one off.
All right, now we're working here. Now we go. Let's get your name.
my name is Yair Azema.
You hold yours. He holds his one.
And when did you start playing lacrosse?
I started playing lacrosse
This year. That's great. Where are you from in Israel?
from Beersheba.
Beersheba.
Yeah.
I met another player from Beersheba that's out here watching the games as well. How's the lacrosse in Beersheba right now?
The lacrosse in Beersheba is starting to develop good. And
Go ahead, keep going, man.
and like most of the players are in the 7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah.
What do you like most about playing the sport of lacrosse?
And the thing that I like about the sport is the technique and it's a good sport.
The technique and the
Yeah.
speed, and it's a
Yeah.
good sport. Well, we really appreciate you being here and having this love for the game. Are you going to enjoy? Who are you rooting for right here? Australia, Israel.
Israel, it's not
Let's
even
get a
question.
chant then. Let's get a chant. Go ahead. Let me hear a chant.
A chant is like a song.
Yeah, song, support.
It's like L Israel.
L Israel. There we go. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes here and start you with our last words show at Lax All Stars coverage of the 2018 World Lacrosse Championships. Good job, man.
Hey guys,
Good job.
nice work. Nice job, dude. That was great.
Stuttering.
All good.
Hard.
All good. All right, we're here post game with Randy Stotts, and got to introduce Ronan first of Ashkelon, one of our players here, helping out at the sideline. So he's going to help us out right now and pass the mic back and forth so he can hear us in the VIP tent and around Field 1 here. But Randy, let's talk about this scrappy Puerto Rico team that you just played. I mean, good win, but what did you see from this group?
Yeah, I mean, they're really young, they're fast, they're athletic, like you just said, and I think their face-off guy played really well, and that's a big part of the international game, right? Is possession. So they got a lot of possessions, and their offense is good, and they're just a good, sound team.
I mean, we were talking earlier, little gassed from the week. I mean, back to back. You guys now draw Canada. Previously lost to them 10-5. What is kind of going to be the biggest thing going into this next matchup tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, we're going to stick to our game plan and kind of use our possessions wisely. I think during our first game, we kind of forced the issue a little bit, and it cost you. Like I said, the possessions are massive in this game, and I think we execute on the offensive end and kind of try and put some past Wardo a bit. And
oh my gosh, a heck of a game the other night. And you said it, and I remember there was one of your goals early on in that game. I think it was the second goal of the game. You literally had to put it like right
in the corner,
in the perfect spot, because Dylan Ward is playing so well. Is that something you guys are just trying to lock in your shooting against Dylan?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things, is getting our hands free and kind of shooting our shots. I think we can't really change anything, so we just got to execute, like I've been saying, and bury the ball.
It's really interesting to me, because not only are you used to playing against these guys, here,
also,
but you guys are teammates back, in the MLL and the NLL, in the MSL, in the Canadian game up north. So I mean, you guys are always seeing each other, always playing each other. How do those relationships shake out, during the game?
Yeah, I mean, you play, right? We're all boys and stuff like that. But soon as the whistle blows, it's game on, and we get to the point, and you obviously joke if something happens funny during the game, but other than that, it's strictly we're here to win, right? So both of us, or whoever. So that's the biggest thing. The relationship don't really change. As soon as the whistle blows, it's over, and then as soon as the game's done, we're back to being boys again.
Ronan, do you have a favorite right now between Iroquois and Canada?
Yeah, who you got?
Iroquois.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's
go.
It took you some time, but you got to figure out he's right here. That's the only answer that you could have. All right, Randy, really appreciate it. Get some rest, get your water, and good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Will do. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Ronan. Thank you. Yeah. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at Hawkeyes, a series of vlog of some of the things I've been seeing, some sights and sound around Netanya, Israel. We'll be right back. Please enjoy.
Reporting live from the USA-Canada game, this is Charlotte Sofield. I will be working the official time and scoreboard, so if it messes up, ESPN, it's on me. My bad, Kark.
Yeah.
All right, time to
Oh, yeah. That's the real flexibility right there. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Brazilian. Sounds good.
Wow. how crazy is this?
Oh
USA,
God,
Canada,
this is amazing.
the best right here.
Yeah, I know.
Wild?
Like, yeah, wild.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
How'd I get here? Well, I'm Israeli and Jewish, so
Yeah.
I came here, and my friend plays lacrosse, so he told me come over.
Awesome, right on, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, one. Hey, one.
That's your game, Zach.
Getting yelled at.
Ball hand.
Out here in Israel.
Hit him.
Ball hand.
One of the best things I've seen a whole tournament here in Netanya, Israel, was Team Jamaica and Team Uganda celebrating together after Team Uganda won their first game in pool play. They come out together, they start celebrating, start taking pictures, and then break out into One Love by Bob Marley. I'm getting tingles right now just thinking about it. You know who's not feeling One Love? Team USA, Team Canada. That game was absurd. The ending, if you didn't watch it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you because that thing was crazy. You need to go back and watch that thing. Come back and watch us here at the VIP tent, Lax All-Stars. We're gonna be here all day, all tournament long. There's 12 of us on the ground and we're hitting the content, hitting the games. So stay tuned. I don't know why you wouldn't. Peace.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Israel.
All right, I'm joined by a really, really special guest, Turkish player Ege Zeybek. Ege's 17 years old. He's from Glen Ridge, New Jersey. And guess what? He's the leading scorer on his team in the tournament right now. In the tournament, leading scorer in the tournament right now. Point scorer.
Yes.
Give us your background. Give us your story and kind of how you got involved with the Turkish team.
Well, I've been playing lacrosse for about 7 years now. One of my clubs, Tri-State Lacrosse, I played with them about 4 years ago, and a coach saw me, recognized my unique name, asked me what my heritage was, and when I said Turkish, she actually linked us up with the president of the Turkish
That's awesome.
Lacrosse Association, and from there it kind of took off. I played in the European Box Lacrosse Championships last year. That was my first time playing with the team, first time eligible.
Yeah.
And this is my second year with them.
And your background is obviously Turkish. Are your parents from Turkey?
So both my parents were born and raised in Turkey. They came over here in their 20s.
Wow.
And I was born in the States, New Jersey, born and raised.
How's Glen Ridge High School? How's high school going?
Awesome. Glen Ridge High School is great. We got a really strong program. We're gonna do well next year. I'm a rising senior, so
awesome.
Next year is my last year there.
So your head coach Ryan Danahy was sitting in the same spot earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to him. I mean, he's a great guy, obviously a great coach. What do you think of your coach?
Extremely professional. Taking my game to the next level.
I don't see your water bottle though. He said water bottle in hands
mandatory
all the time.
in the Facebook
You're
Messenger
already breaking
chat.
a rule.
Yeah.
If he's watching, he's going to catch you right now.
Yeah, no. Ryan, Coach Ryan's awesome. Same with Coach Bassam, who's right here. Just extremely professional. They know what they're talking about. We have a motto: fastest improving team in the world, and the coaches are living up to that motto, really elevating all of our games, being professional, even when in times where we feel like we're not so professional. He really pushes us to be the best we could be.
So a lot of this and these games are about immersing yourself in the nation, in your nation, and learning about the Turkish culture specifically. Have you been able to do that? What have you learned? Any words or anything?
I'm fluent in Turkish.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. let's. Can you give us a sentence or two? Or
bugün lacrosse oynadım. Çok güzel oynamadık ama daha güzel oynayacağız yarın ve my accent's off, but yeah, I basically said we didn't play very well today. We're gonna play tomorrow. We're gonna try to do better.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. How's your stay in Netanya been so far?
Interesting. I mean, the tour of Jerusalem and everything was just beautiful. We're at some like dorm kind of place, but it's right on the beach. So
that's awesome.
You wake up and
are you staying with Team Mexico?
Yes, Team Mexico is the dorm next to us.
How have you been able to kind of talk to those guys? Spain, okay.
I don't even know, but there's so many people there, and you're just constantly meeting new people, and it's honestly just once in a lifetime experience.
So there's 39-year-olds, 40-year-olds playing in this tournament. You're 17, and you're leading in points.
Yes.
How does that feel? How does it feel to be out here with grown men? You're used to high schoolers. Has that physicality kind of been difficult? So, I mean, obviously you're scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah. I kind of actually last year it was tougher to get used to. I was playing in box, which is even tougher than this.
Right.
So I'm a little used to it by now, but of course 80-minute games, they're grueling, and I'm sore, but wearing the Turkey jersey gives you a little more adrenaline, and I wouldn't rather have it any other way. I'm loving it right now.
I mean, you're 17, you're leading in points, like I said. I mean, that kind of pushes you into a leadership role.
Exactly.
As a 17-year-old,
yes.
How has that been?
Honestly, not too challenging for my high school team. I have a little similar of a role, not as tasking as this, but I love it. I'm embracing it. I want to be the best player I can be, and if that's what it takes, if that's what I have to do, then so be it. I'm ready to do that.
Ege, I know we're going to see you go on and do great things. Remember his name, Ege. It's like reggae without the R. Okay? Ege Zeybek. Really appreciate you taking the time. Keep scoring goals, man. The tournament's not over. Even though you said that you didn't play well today, I mean, you guys are a great group. You guys have 16 players.
Yeah, 2 of which are injured.
Yeah, so 14. You're down to 14 players.
One's
a goalie, yeah.
So yeah, you can
a lot
imagine.
of running.
Yeah, it's tough. But
who do you got in this game? Israel, Australia?
Israel.
Israel?
Yeah, I got Israel.
Here we go. Rah, Israel.
Yeah.
Ege, thank you so much, and thanks for watching. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Thank you.
Shalom, Israel.
Down. Set.
Ansley Jimerson, executive director of Iroquois Nationals, and we just saw you guys on the field. And if you guys watching at home have seen the gear that you guys have. I mean, it's pretty flashy. You guys sold out of your stuff at the vendor village in just 2 days. So appreciate you guys coming on and kind of helping me to explain, you know, the art and the history that goes behind the helmets and the shirts and all the wear that you guys have. So let's just start out looking at this thing and kind of showing us where the inspiration all comes from.
Sure. So essentially what we did here is we took one of our wampum belts. The wampum belts are traditional to our people. It's something that we use for like codified messaging and things like that. And the idea and the concept behind this one was that it's called the dish with one spoon. And so the dish with one spoon actually was an original treaty signed between the Great Lakes nations. And it was all like, you know, the Senecas, the Huron, anybody who was in and around the Great Lakes, essentially the Haudenosaunee people.
Yeah.
And so the idea was here's a dish that everybody can eat from, okay? And the idea is that you're going to eat with a spoon.
And that's this logo right here.
That's the logo
correct?
that's on the back, yeah. And,
on the back of the helmets.
Hold that up for us.
Yeah.
And so this is what the actual wampum belt would have looked like, and you see that mirrored in the back of the helmet there.
Yeah.
And so basically what the idea is that when we go in there, we're going to eat with a spoon. We're not going to, you know, go in with any kind of sharp implements or anything like that so as to harm anybody else. And so you're going to leave enough for everybody else to eat, and everybody's going to take what you need from there, but you're going to leave enough for everybody to survive with. So it's kind of that one world kind of idea, is that we're all kind of here together. I mean, you almost kind of get a replica of a globe in that idea as well.
Yeah.
And so these were originally designed out of shell wampum beads. And so this one in particular is it's a remake of an old belt that we have. We do have some actual wampum inside of it, so it's pretty cool that you know, it's got some actual history to it. And I thought it was important that coming to a place like this and having the world here in Israel, I thought that it was amazing that we wanted to kind of bring this message of peace and that idea and that concept of peace that our people really live under. I mean, that's really kind of the driving force behind who the Haudenosaunee are. So I got to really give a shout out to Cascade, you know, helmets. I mean, they've done an amazing job with us. I mean, we've got 3 sets of helmets here. You know, I think we're probably
you have the purple, the chrome, and the all black,
and the all white,
and the all white too. Yeah, oh.
Exactly. And then also Quiet Storms Custom Designs is a group that we actually work with. It's a native company back in the Tuscarora Nation, and it's important for me to be able to kind of put that work back in our native community. So that way, when the ideas and the concepts are coming together, we're not really just kind of putting something on there just to kind of make something happen or whatever else. Like, there's actually design, there's meaning, there's thought behind that. And I think that's kind of what goes back to the root of our game as well, is that, you know, this is our game, you know, we're the originators of the sport, but it's open for everybody. It's for the creator, and it's for, you know, the enjoyment of the creator. So that's what we want to see. It's amazing to see a team like, you know, Puerto Rico tonight, you know, coming out, giving us all we could handle. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's great. And, you know, I think it just makes the tournament that much more better. It gives, you know, value to the tournament itself.
Absolutely.
And it's great to see the game spreading in that way. And, you know, hats off again to the Puerto Rican national team. I mean, that's a really solid team, and we look forward to seeing them probably down the road. And I don't know if a rivalry has started yet, but, you know, certainly, you know, wasn't an easy out by any means.
Well, I really appreciate you going through and explaining this, and it really is a true reflection of the games, and, you know, bringing all these nations together. I mean, these are the world games, and learning about other nations. Have you had a moment where you've kind of been able to share this with someone else and get a similar story, and you know, kind of be able to share this with the rest of the teams or any other parts?
Yeah, a couple of days ago we took a tour over to Jerusalem. We had a stop off over at Kraft Fields, and we got to work with some soccer players over there, and there was some Israeli kids as well as some Arab kids that were there, and, you know, we were able to kind of bring the game to them and kind of show them what we play and what we do with it, and it was a nice, impactful kind of moment for our team to go to and see. And then following up on that, we went over to Jerusalem, you know, and got to see, you know, the Holy Sepulchre Church. We got to see the Wailing Wall, or the West Wall. You know, very interesting places to be. Some place that I never thought I would have gone to, but again, the game of lacrosse, you know, giving back and giving something to me that, you know, I can kind of bring back to our communities and bring back to our people. And the young men that were able to go and travel there as well, the team, I think it was something that was kind of impactful on them as well. And we were all kind of just kind of imagining, like, wow, you know, this is the game of lacrosse, and this is what it's done for us. It's brought us to this place that, you know, probably we would never ever come, you know, for any other circumstances, you know.
Right.
So pretty amazing.
And so you are in charge of the gear. So I got to ask you, Tehoka Nanticoke, I mean, he does not wear this helmet, and we've all seen it from college, and other situations have been playing. IMG, he had the indoor bucket as well. He's got a pretty big head. Go through what his situation is for us and how you guys outfit his head to be protected.
Well, for one, I mean, I got to say this. I mean, maybe it's a lot of brains because his first semester at Albany, I think he was on Dean's List. So that's hats off to Coach Marr for making that happen. It's pretty amazing. The other piece, I think, is that, Cascade's done a lot of work, in trying to make that happen. I mean, they've been helpful because they have the partnership with Bauer, so we're able to get all of the hockey helmets and things like that. So we do get that box design, that look that's much more comfortable for him.
Is it two pieces connected together?
So the box helmets actually fit him well. I mean, so it's the M11, I think is what it is, which is actually a discontinued model, which is a shame. But so what they've done is they actually took the old CPXRs, I believe, and they've kind of done some things, kind of pieced them together to make it happen. And according to Ryan Demarest, he said that's the only helmet in the world. He's the only player in the world who gets that helmet. So they're pretty guarded, items, as far as that goes. And it's just always funny having to think about outfitting each and every one of these guys. Nike does an amazing job. I mean, I was able to fight with them a little bit.
Yeah.
Hal Melhart, I believe, also Jameel Morris at Nike. They've been amazing in terms of making us look good, putting a great product out there. It's on us to make sure that happens. So I was fortunate to be able to kind of get the Oregon Ducks look a little bit here. I told Jameel, who works at Nike, he's a Oregon guy. I said, listen, you got the originators of the game. I said, can we be the Oregon Ducks of lacrosse? Is that cool? Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
And I twist Meal's arm all the time, and he's been great about it.
I would say you guys are. I mean, you definitely, when you roll out there in the all blacks or the all whites, I mean, you guys stand out for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's something the guys, like. They appreciate it. It's that look good, feel good, play good type mentality, and it's fun. I mean, I enjoy that piece to it, really kind of making the team look good and also representing, and it translates, when we have good players that can actually represent, both of the companies that are big sponsors for us.
And I noticed you were wearing some Jordan 4s the other day, were they? Or 4? Were they the 4s?
I'm a little bit of a sneakerhead myself, back in the day and whatever else. I've been kind of beating them up, so I got a pair back at the home in the box still.
Okay,
so these are just
two pairs, right?
I can beat these ones down a little bit and whatever else. Maybe put them on a shelf next to a gold medal.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. We have Australia and Israel here behind us.
Sure.
And there's, everyone loves obviously watching the Iroquois in the U.S. and Canada, but outside of, your own program and the other top 3 teams, who have you liked to watch throughout this tournament?
I mean, Israel's interesting. We played them back in the Dome back in the fall, and they gave us a run. I think probably in that scrimmage, I think they definitely got the better of us there. So, I mean, obviously Israel's a team to contend with here. I mean, obviously their hometown team here, so they're going to be the darlings of the tournament a little bit. Australia's always a tough out. I mean, we've always had battles with them, and there's a lot of respect. I mean, we've had players that have gone in the past, gone over there to kind of help with their development of their program and things like that. So, I really just like seeing kind of the other teams coming up through. I mean, Uganda getting their first win.
Absolutely.
I mean, we were able to do a little kind of nation-to-nation practice earlier before our game today with Uganda.
Awesome.
And it was amazing to just kind of have that interaction with them and just kind of that, again, that nation-to-nation sort of that, community building as well.
Were you able to kind of teach them? Were your players able to teach them more skills?
Yeah, there was actually, they actually broke off into little skills and drills. It was great.
That's special.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Have you had any more moments like that? I've had a couple since I've been here, and one was the Jamaican team and the Uganda team singing One Love together. Have you had any moments like that?
I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous of that now.
Yeah.
We sang One Love at the end of our thing here, but I didn't get to sing it with Jamaica. I mean, that's another level.
It was.
But actually, I think we have something scheduled to do with Peru tomorrow as well.
Awesome.
And for me, I look at it as that's another indigenous nations group, team that's from South America, and kind of bridging that a little bit and kind of bringing the two nations together. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Really appreciate what you're doing. I got to ask you one more question because we love your gear. Obviously, your gear is top notch. But if you'd give one other team a vote for the top gear in the tournament in 2018, who would it be?
I got to give it to Jamaica.
Jamaica's
colors.
I
mean, that Bucky they got. I mean, that helmet is pretty fresh. I got to like that. I got to say I like that.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Ansley. Really appreciate you walking us through the history. And,
Thank you, Josh.
we'll be looking for more art coming forward.
Absolutely.
Right, appreciate it. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at Sights and Sounds, a deeper look at what's going on at the 2018 World Lacrosse Championships.
We want music!
goddamn ball. Okay? Yeah, shut them off. It's just that simple. Shut them off. I'd rather a fast fucking break and us making them die all game than you guys let them get the clear. Let's go break.
That's going to do it at Wingate 1 for us here with last words. I hope you enjoyed our show so far tonight. The teams have sung their national anthems. Australia, Israel, you can see the fans behind me going wild. We're going to watch this one because it's going to be intense. The winner of this game gets Team USA the next day tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I'm Josh Hawkins, and we'll see you later.